G'day mates, welcome back to StuG.III. So, if you remember from the last video, we done all this. The return roller supports, a few little bits on the outside of the hole, and the inside business. All this up that side, all that up that side for the torsion bar suspension, and the bolt-on armour on the front. So in this one I'm going to move on to 2 and 3. If you're following along, children, please turn the page to 2 and 3. So what we've got there is the actual torsion bar suspension. So we're going to have a go at that. This is going to be a quick video, I think, because there's not much to it. 6 of those on each side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those little cap things on each side. So I'll dig the sprues out and see where we go. So I've dug the sprues out, 4 A sprues, and those are the torsion bars there, and those are the little cap things. So there's 4 A sprues, so we've got to cut all those off of each one, clean them up and put them on. So let's see what's going with that then. So these are our torsion bars on the sprue, 1, 2, 3 on there. And these are the little cap things on each sprue, 1, 2, 3 on there. So I'm going to cut those off and we'll crack on with it. Turn it around. Cut that one in the middle. That one in the middle, and that one in the middle, and that one at the end. So there they are, there's 3 of them. That's not so bad. 3 of A20, which is these little cap things here. Snip, snip, snip. Turn it round, snip, snip, snip. So you get the idea. I'll crack on with the rest of them, and we'll have a look at what they look like when they're all cleaned up. Right, so these are the 6 torsion bars for each side. 6 there, 6 there. And the 6 brackets for each side, 6 there, 6 there, and that's where they're going to go through those holes there, through to the across the inside and round to the other side. Boom, boom, same again. So let's give it a try. And there you can see where they fit in there. There's only one way it will go because of the shape of the end of that. So that's not going to turn once that's in. So that's in. There you can see it. Excuse my manky fingernails, I'm a nervous nail biter, compulsive nail biter. Right, so that's number one in, and then one of these brackets go on. You can see those little two locating pins, so it's only going to go on one way, which is my way, or the highway, mate. And because I'm a big clumsy old boy, there you go. Or there you don't go, depending on right, so we're going to slide that in. And it will only go in one way. If you can see that there, the shape of the end of the torsion bar means it's only going to fit in one way, which is the right way. And I've pulled it out again, just like the douchebag that I am. You see that now? That slides in there. That ain't going nowhere, because that's how the torsion bar works. The bar actually twists. It's fixed and it twists, and then it rebounds back because of the memory. Right, let's get that in. That's in. And then what we do is get one of these little caps, two locating pins on the end, two locating holes on that little bracket there. That, if I didn't drop it, slides over there, and there it is. That's in. That's done, mate. And you can see that that's holding that in perfectly. So I'll get some extra thin in there. And that's one done. So you can see how easy it is. Yes, there are seam lines on that, but that's never going to be seen. By the time the swing arms are on, the wheels are on, blah blah blah, you're never going to see that. So that's it basically. Stick that in. That's a tight one. In. Perfectly. You see that? She's in, mate. Second one's in. Bracket number 2. 2 locating pins. 2 locating holes. Push it in, and that pretty much holds itself in. It's a tight enough fit. Extra thin. And that's done, mate. So I'm going to carry on with that. I don't think you need to see all that business. You can see what it's looking like, how they are on the outside, and I'll come back when it's all finished. Right, I forgot to mention, I did have to do a little bit of minor surgery. That bolt head there has to come off, otherwise these brackets won't go on. Those won't go on with that bolt in the way. With that bolt there, needs to be cut off, which I've done on that side, and I forgot to mention it. They've all been snipped off. That was the only way I could get the bracket on. That's just something I found out. Okay, so there's another little fault I found with it. If you can see that side, oh, here you go, there. There's only one hole for the locating pins for the cap. The hole is missing, but that's too far up that way anyway. That's in the wrong place, so I've had to cut the locating pins off that, cut them right off, but the torsion bar goes through the middle there, so that will keep it in the right place anyway. So that will go on. Just a small, I mean, that stays on anyway. When you push it on, it's tight enough that it will stay on. Just a couple of little faults on it so far. By the time I've got extra thin on it, that'll be spot on, mate. So there you can see the brackets on with no locating pins, and that is miles out of the way where it should be, and there was none over that side at all, but that's on anyway. That's fine, I'm happy with that. Minor problems we shall overcome and all that malarkey. So that's basically the inside done of the torsion suspension. All done. They went in perfectly, slid across perfectly, fit in the little slot perfectly, and like I said, two little minor faults where you have to trim that, completely cut that bolt off, the bolt head there, otherwise the bracket won't go on, and that little minor hiccup there. Other than that, sweet as a nut, my friend. Jobs are good. And so there you have it. That's done and dusted, as you can see. Nice, nice, nice. Apart from them two little hiccups that I just told you about, that's done, mate. That's the inside of the torsion bar suspension done. Easy peasy, no problems. Onwards and upwards. So that's number 2 and 3 done. What's next, I hear you say? There's still more to do on the bottom, still a lot more to do. All that, for instance, swing arms, all that, for instance, more swing arms. That takes us up to number 6, and 7 and 8 are still working on the underside, and 10 is when we move on to putting the wheels on. So still a lot to do, chaps, and in the next video we'll move on to part 4, where we make up swing arms and put final drive covers on and all that business. So thanks for watching StuG.III part 2. That was quick and easy. a lot quicker and a lot easier than the first one. So far so good. It's been fantastic build so far. I know I've not done a lot, but it's taken quite a bit of time to do what I have done, and we're moving along nicely. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care, model on my friends.